Hey guys, Flavor Madness is back with a new chapter and we welcome you all. So this time we are back with the recipe of mixed veg mushroom. So if you enjoy the recipe, do give a thumbs up, comment down below and let us know your reviews. Do share the recipe with your friends and families, and if you are new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. So without wasting any more time, let's get started with the recipe. So let's take a look at the ingredients. So I have used around 1/4 cup of white oil. You can use any type of oil. Half a cup of curd or yogurt. Half a cup of fresh cream. You can also use malai. 1/4 cup of ginger paste. Half teaspoon of cumin seeds, around 7 elaichi, 6 long, 2 dalchini, each of 1 inch, around 10 kaju or cashew nuts, 1 teaspoon of coriander powder, 1 teaspoon of red chili powder, half a teaspoon of haldi powder and 1 teaspoon of jeera powder. Next I have taken 3 bay leaves, around 3 green chili which I have cut from between, and then I have taken 4 onion which I have diced finely, 2 tomatoes which I have again diced roughly, and around 10 to 15 garlic cloves. I have taken some vegetables which I have boiled beforehand with salt and haldi powder. So I have taken around 2 carrot, 2 cauliflower, around 3 capsicum, 250 grams of beans, 3 potatoes, and I have taken around 1 cup of button mushroom which I have cut and fried beforehand, and around 250 grams of paneer. So let's start with the cooking procedure. So first, in a kadhai or a pan you can use, I have put 2 tablespoons of oil and heat the oil by keeping the flame high. Next, I have added one by one cardamom, cloves, cinnamon, bay leaves, the garlic cloves, tomatoes and onion. So remember to keep the flame high and give a nice mix, a quick mix, and then after 30 seconds add in the cashew nuts. Then add around a pinch of salt. Do not add much salt as salt has already been used in mushroom and in the boiled veggies. So just cook it for around 3 to 4 minutes until the vegetables turns mushy or the onion turns around light brown in color. So just take them out in a plate and allow them to cool down completely. Next, in another kadhai, I have used around 4 tablespoons of oil, and once the oil is hot, just add in your boiled veggies. Then at medium flame cook for 10 minutes and fry your veggies real nicely. One tip over here, fry your veggies really carefully cause you don't have to break down your veggies cause the veggies are very soft as they have already been boiled. So as you can see, my mushy mixture has already cooled down. So I am adding it to a blender jar. As my blender jar is small, so I will be adding it in 2 batches and then just grind them into a smooth paste without adding water. So I am again doing the second batch the same way. So here is my smooth paste which is ready. Do not add water, just remember that. Last step, so in the same kadhai which I had used in the first step, I added around 2 tablespoons of oil and 2 tablespoons of butter. Now here you can use only butter or only oil, and then I have added around red chili powder and my cumin seeds. Cook until the butter melts down completely, and once it melts, just add in the ginger paste. Remember to cook at high flame only. Now cook for around 1 minute at high flame. And add in the smooth paste. Now do not wash off that utensil. We're going to use the remaining paste by adding water into it. Okay, now so cook for another minute at high flame. And yes, once you are done and when you see the oil is separating from your masala, just add in water into that utensil, around half cup of water, and it will be done. So just mix well, and then I will be adding the powdered masalas. That is, I added the turmeric powder, the jeera powder and the dhania powder one by one. Mix them all and cook at high flame for around 1 minute. So here be really careful. Just keep on mixing in between or your masala might go and stick to the kadhai. So I just added around a pinch of salt and yeah, mix well and then cook. So add water now again, as your masala might start sticking to the kadhai, and cook for around 2 minutes. So you can see how the oil is getting separated from the masala. So here I added dried fenugreek leaves or kasuri methi. Just crush them well by placing them between your palms and add it to your masala. So add just around 1 tablespoon, not more than that. So then mix well, and as you can see, the gravy is sticking to my kadhai, so I added around half a cup of water. Mix well. So then I added Kashmiri red chili powder. Now this is completely optional. Mix well and cook at high flame for around 5 minutes. Now do add water in between if needed, like if the gravy really sticks to your kadhai. Now continue cooking for around 5 minutes. Also, do not forget to give it a little stir in between to avoid sticking of the masala to your kadhai. Then after 5 minutes, I added the paneer. And you can very well see that the oil is coming out or separating from the gravy. Add the paneer and mix well with the gravy. As you can see, my gravy is really dry, so I added around half a cup of water and yeah, give it a nice mix and then just cook for more 2 minutes. As you can see now, the oil has really separated well from my masala. I added a little more water. Now this is completely optional. So after 2 minutes, add the curd and give it a nice mix and then cook for 3 minutes at high flame. Now you can see how the oil has come on top of the masala, and also remember to give a nice stir in between. So after 3 minutes, add in the fried button mushrooms. Give it a nice mix and add some water, as your gravy will really thicken up over here. Mix and cook now for around 4 minutes at high flame. So you need to cook your masala at really high flame for a long period of time so that it is no more raw in taste and smell. So after 4 minutes, add in the boiled and fried veggies. Give the veggies a nice mix with the gravy. And as you can see that my sabzi has really dried up, so add around 1 cup of water. So you can add around more than 1 cup of water depending upon the type of sabzi you want to have, with roti or with rice. So yeah, then cook at high flame for around 5 minutes. Remember to give a nice mix in between. So after 5 minutes, just add around 3 to 4 tablespoons of fresh cream or malai, whatever you take. Give it a nice mix and then just cook for a minute and turn off the flame. Now for garnishing, I have used around 2 tablespoons of fresh cream or malai, whatever you use, and freshly chopped coriander leaves. So let's get into the serving. You can have this with roti or rice. And do give this recipe a try and let us know in the comment section below that whether you liked this recipe or not. Do share your reviews. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give a thumbs up. If you are new to our channel, do subscribe and hit on the bell icon. We'll be meeting you next week with a new recipe. Till then, goodbye.